It's time for more Ric Tyler and George Hale on Maine in the Morning on 103.9 WVOM, the Voice of Maine.
It's 12 minutes after 6. It's Maine in the Morning on the news.
Whoa.
What is?
Whoa.
What?
You didn't read the memo.
What memo?
The memo from on high. On high.
Adam, do you know what memo that George is speaking about? Some memo that's come out here at the compound?
Why would I get memos?
Okay, maybe
I'm only the producer of this show.
What did you start to say?
I said it's 6:12 and it's Maine in the Morning on the.
It's no longer Maine in the Morning. I'm sorry. I didn't. I told you the other day.
Give me that.
No. I told you the other day you weren't going to be terribly happy, but they have renamed the show.
From management to George and Adam.
You notice.
Notice it's not to George and Adam and to Rick. Rick is not included on the email. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Effective September 12th.
We waited till after September 11th. That is correct.
Effective September 12th, the name of the program will no longer be Maine in the Morning. The name of the program will be
The George Hale Show.
The George Hale Show.
Associated with Ric Tyler or something like that.
It's going to be the George Hale Show?
Yes. They've decided that's it.
Well, don't you think we could get at least like George Hale, Ric Tyler show or something?
Nope. Can't do that. It's the George Hale Show.
Adam, did you know about
with
this?
Ric Tyler.
I may have
But what's with the? Hang on
something.
a second. It's like in lowercase. George Hale is in like a size 36 font, and then Ric Tyler is italicized and in like 8.
Yeah. Well, we've taken several surveys, and you're out.
Oh, my Q factor is falling through the floor.
The Q factor is. I'm sorry, it just came down from on high. I was quite surprised by the whole thing. Actually, I wasn't because I was campaigning for it. But it would now be known as the George Hale Show. So, restart the show.
Oh, restart. Okay.
Restart the show.
Hold on. Let me rewind here. All right. Here we go.
Your face is turning blue.
Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Do I still do the time now?
Do the time. Do the whole thing.
Good morning. It's 6:14, and this is the George Hale Show.
Thank you very much. And we're underway. It's a great day, and we have a lot of things coming up today. Lynn Higgins from the Penobscot Times is standing by. She'll be with us in a few minutes. Cary, Weston. Oh, he's still on location doing the extreme makeover thing. And, Rick, you can do whatever you do.
Okay.
Punch a button or something, but...
This morning on the...
Why is your face blue? I have never seen your face...
First of all, I'd rather have it red than blue, if you know what I'm saying.
No, that's the other thing.
What?
You have to make blue comments now, too. As I am the now...
Blue as in...
Blue, right. Because I am now, since I am now in charge of the show, it's my name, it's my show, you may no longer give those crazy right-wing predictions.
Adam, could you please get Josh Scroggins on the telephone?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Josh Scroggins, please.
Josh Scroggins.
You're not going to like what he's going to say.
It's the George Hale Show now?
Right. You're not going to like it. I'm sorry. We took a survey.
I mean, I'm not.
We took a survey, and
I'm not going to get all cocky because I've got no reason to. But I have, since starting to work with you, I have put a lot of effort into this program, and
I didn't think it was working. So I suggested to management that as a veteran in many ways.
And I understand that, yes.
As a veteran broadcaster, I've analyzed it, and you're the weak link.
Well, thank you for not saying goodbye.
Oh, no. No, I think I can bring you along and bring you back up.
You think you can drag my
I can drag you along with me, okay. But from now on, the rest of the day, I want you to do the introductions correctly. Or quit.
It's the George Hale. What?
Well, you have an option. Do the show or quit. I mean, that's it.
I can do the George Hale Show or quit.
I'm used to being in charge of stuff, and now I'm back on top again. I'm on top of my game.
It's the Black Bear Sports thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm on top of things. I'm back. They're actually hearing the Black Bear news outside of Bangor now. I'm sorry. But, yes, that's part of it. The other part is that...
Oh, yeah, just because... Oh, yeah, Mr. I got my face on the front page of the Bangor Daily News today.
Is it really? Am I there?
Look above the fold. In the
Above
upper
the fold?
And of course it's in the left-hand corner.
Oh, well, it had better be. Oh, I see.
Yeah, because look what's over on the right-hand corner. Just say for the.
There's Elizabeth that's over on the right-hand side.
Oh my! I can't believe you said that.
I recognized her.
Pat Blanchett.
Something wrong with this.
I cannot believe. First of all, I cannot believe that they've literally changed. You got it notarized.
I told you the other day that I was going to have a special announcement. I held it off for one day because of 9/11. Didn't want to do it yesterday.
Scroggins know about this?
He wrote the memo. I told you once we got rid of middling LJ, I was going for your throat. You played politics with me. Let's get our lady on the air. Get moving.
It's 18 minutes after 6. Coming up next, it's Hometown Headlines. Is it still called Hometown Headlines?
Oh, sure.
It's Hometown Headlines.
It's George's hometown headlines now.
Coming up, it's George's Hometown Headlines with Lynn Higgins of the Penobscot Times. It's 6:18. This is
on the George Hale Show.
It's the George Hale Show on the News Talk Network.
Coming up in minutes, these stories and more on 103.9 WVOM, the Voice of Maine.
Senator Susan Collins again questions General David Petraeus. Lawmakers questioning how Maine's prison industries program is being run. And who is this year's Maine Teacher of the Year?
It was wild and the Red Sox stormed back for a win. It looks like the Patriots are guilty. Kevin Everett may walk again.
The cloud cover this morning giving way to more sunshine as we go through midday. We'll see the high temperature near 70.
Still to come this morning on the George Hale Show. Is school district consolidation unconstitutional? And Deb Newman gets back to business on the George Hale Show, but now it's George's Hometown Headlines with Lynn Higgins of the Penobscot Times. Good morning, Lynn.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, George.
Don't even bother saying hi to me, Lynn.
No, you say good morning, George, first. Then you say good morning, Rick.
Okay. Good morning, George.
Hi, dear. How are you?
Good morning, the other guy.
All right.
Thanks for the photo of the cat.
She
Beth
didn't.
Staples sent it, didn't she?
You don't even see what I mean. You don't even know who sends us emails. What's going on with the Penobscot Times, good lady?
Actually, we have our front page story is the renaming of Maine in the Morning.
Oh, terrific. The BDN beat you to the page this morning, but that's okay.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Is it still called Things That Tee You Off?
I don't know.
I'm working on that.
Anyway, the news up here is we have set the mill rate at 16.60. So that is that's good news.
Yeah. What was it?
It was 24.6 or 9, I think. I cannot remember, but it was over 24.
How'd they do it?
Yeah.
They raised our taxes.
Oh, they raised the taxes and brought the mill rate down.
Yeah.
I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
Tell me, between the mill rate and the taxes, which one is dubbed Peter and which is dubbed Paul? So when they're robbing Peter to pay Paul, which is which?
I don't know. Good question. We'll ask at the next council meeting.
So is everybody happy?
We just found in fact, it happened about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So the news will get out today with the paper. And
well, we're getting it out right now. We're helping, but we want everybody to buy the Penobscot Times.
That's right.
But it was great that you could hear about it on the George Hale freaking show.
The what?
The George Hale Show.
Okay.
If you try that one again, you won't be here.
Freaking is a bad word?
In relation to George.
Oh, okay.
I will call Bangor's goddess and talk to her.
Anyway.
Well, also, we'll tell you that folks at Public Works are looking for the culprits who are dumping debris at Sewell Park. That happened over the weekend, but someone obviously, it kind of looks like it's an old home that someone might be remodeling, and over the weekend they decided to take their debris out to the park and dump it.
What kind of debris?
Oh, it's pressure-treated wood, paint, nails.
So demolition debris, not just someone's trash.
Right.
They took it to the wrong place.
Yeah. Yep.
Should have been Juniper Ridge.
They took it to the wrong place.
But kind of a lousy thing to do, take it to a park and dump it.
Yeah, it's not very nice.
No. We'll also tell you what they talked about over in Orono on that rental proposal. They've been talking about how many folks that are related or family members can live in a home. Really getting after, the apartment dwellers, folks that buy a home and maybe put 7 students in it. So
I've never heard of that.
I know.
It's called a fraternity.
It's called a what?
A fraternity.
You rent to 2 people, and all of a sudden there are 8 bodies hanging out.
Tell me, you have heard of fraternities, have you not,
Yes,
up in your
I
part of the
have.
world there?
Yes, I have.
No, but she was in one of the high-level sororities, I bet.
No, I wasn't.
Tapakega Brew.
So I will also give you some feedback on Orono Festival. That was a lot of fun. They had a great turnout. It was very warm that day, but only a little sprinkle there on Saturday morning. So a good time had by all.
Great.
We'll also tell you about a former, she still works within the system, but we'll tell you about a high school counselor who got into a little bit of trouble. Well,
No.
Little tabloid work here?
a little bit. We have 2 new columns that folks can read about in the Penobscot Times as well. We've got a column from Bradley, and also the interim town manager over in Milford is writing a column for us. So 2 great new additions to the Penobscot Times.
Well, I see you send me a nice free copy, and I do read it, and I enjoy it. I've always actually enjoyed your paper.
Excuse me, was it sent directly to you, or is
George Hale on it.
It was sent to the George Hale Show.
Yes, it does. She knew the news before you did, because everybody in a building knew the news before you did.
Well, I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Well, I had to. It's
just a matter of time.
It was inevitable.
Yep.
Well, the cream rises to the top. So, is there anything that we should look for that's kind of special in your paper?
Well, our flower corner is back, and we'll tell you about garlic.
Well, we're doing garlic on our show today, too, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're doing something.
Yeah, Adam,
the
haven't you
MDI
booked
Garlic Festival?
Haven't you booked a Garlic Festival guy on the program this morning? Can I refer to it as the program?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Frank Pendola of the MDI Garlic Festival is going to be in the studio with us.
Well.
Oh, he's...
Oh, wait a minute. He's on the studio?
No, he can't come in.
Garlic, come on.
No,
what are you thinking?
Come on. What do you think this is? Huh. All right, so we're going to do a garlic story in your paper, too.
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful.
Okay.
The gentleman that owns Don Till Done has been writing a flower column, and he tells us about garlic this week.
Wonderful. Lynn Higgins of the Penobscot Times. You can come in any Wednesday morning you want on my show.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coming up, it's David Maddux of the Weather Channel. Did he know about it?
Yes.
Coming up on the George Hale Show on the News Talk Network.
To voice your opinion on Maine in the Morning, call George and Rick at 1-800-966-1039 for 1039 WVOM. Maine in the Morning is Maine's place to talk on 1039 WVOM, the voice of Maine.
Well, we're going to have to change all those announcements. Adam,
Love a Pete.
Adam, you get to them. Yeah, I know they're all in the computer, but can you get to them?
Yeah, I'll see if I can have them done by tomorrow.
Okay.
Guys.
All right. No, you just hold it. Time to introduce Dave Maddux, our meteorologist. Good morning, Dave.
We would like to welcome you all to the George Hale Show.
Come on.
Hey, thank you very much, Dave. Very good.
That's all I can muster at 6:35 in the morning.
I know.
Music to my ears.
Yeah.
Oh, who is that?
The guy that used to be here.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you guys. Just like the rest of you, I bust my hump for this show, too. And what's with the...
Well, the low man on the totem pole always gets... Gets it. Right, David?
Yes, I know that all too well.
By the way, forward your contract on. I'm going to extend it for a year.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a new year.
Wait a minute. You now have the power to bump up salaries as well?
And bump
Well,
them
no,
down.
Congress did that recently. Up the minimum wage.
No,
So
I'm going to be just like Congress. I'm going to
get a raise.
I'm going to pass myself a raise at 3 a.m. That's
The
how
George Hale legislation. Oh,
Right.
boy.
What's the weather?
Oh, we're in great shape right now. We've got scattered clouds. Not much wind at the moment, but I do think that the wind is going to become our biggest issue today. It's going to be southwest, perhaps 15 to 25 miles per hour. Our high temperature today close to 70 degrees, and then we will see that wind diminishing tonight, thankfully, and drop back into the mid-40s. A beauty tomorrow, sunshine and 66 on Thursday, and absolutely perfect on Friday, sunny and 70. As we go into the weekend, we have another front that's going to be pushing in. Could bring a little bit of rain Saturday, but looks like we'll make a nice recovery just in time for Sunday. For 103.9 WVOM, I'm meteorologist David Maddux on the George Hale Show.
Thank you very much, Dave. And say good morning to Charlene in Jonesport.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, no. Hang on a
Hi,
second.
Charlene.
Don't tell me the emails are coming in.
Oh, they're starting to come in. She's really on board with this.
Must.
See you in a few minutes.
You've got mail.
Charlene writes to, well, the web address is wrong now, right? We're going to have to change it to the George Hale Show at clearchannel.com.
Yeah, I submitted that last week. We're going to get that made up.
Okay.
Must say this is not a good morning.
What?
Isn't it a fact that it's the little things that tee you off? Well, I'm out of here. Nothing against George. He may be a nice guy and all that. But with it being his show, it's not for me. He's quite opinionated.
I'm opinionated. I'm opinionated.
I can just hear the arrogance now. So no thank you. Much as I dislike it, I'll get what little bit of news I can now from TV and Rush. Have a great day, Charlene.
Charlene, we'll turn you around. Don't worry, dear. We're going to turn you around. You'll be voting blue before you know it.
55 degrees right now at 6:38. And according to the document that's in front of me that's been notarized, I have to say 6:38 on the George Hale Show.
And good morning.
On the telephone with us now, down in Millbridge, it's Cary Weston from Sutherland Weston Marketing Communications. Now, am I allowed to say that?
No.
It's disclosure.
You just lost $600 of your dollars here. It's a fine.
I do work for Sutherland Weston Marketing Communications, and we have been involved with the Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Cary, good morning.
Hey, good morning. It's an honor to be on the Ric Tyler Show this morning.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Turn him off. He's done.
No. It was bad connection. That's all it was, G.
You're walking a very thin line, Cary.
Guys,
Well, let me tell you, the reason I led with that, George, is because when I woke up this morning, I'm actually not in Millbridge. I got to let you know, we ran out of coffee last night, so I had to run back to Bangor to get water and coffee, and I'm standing on a lawn in Brewer at the moment talking to you. But I opened up the paper this morning, and all I see is George Hale in a pull-out centerfold.
Did you like me in my thong?
I thought that was, I lost my breakfast, you know? I mean, that's just not what you want to make see in the morning.
I'm sorry I did that.
How's everything going?
Can we please talk about the Extreme Makeover Home Edition build in Millbridge? Cary, we understand yesterday was what's called Braveheart and the demolition of the house. Please tell us about it.
What a fantastic scene. We had about 200 volunteers in blue shirts. If you've seen the show, the blue shirt is what all the volunteers and on-site contractors and laborers get. That's what they call their ticket to the job site. We had about 200 folks line up in blue shirts, and then we got surprised. 3 buses in Narraguegas pulled in, and there was about 300 high school kids that pulled in and marched in behind us, and the band director led up with the band marching down the street with the banners. It was just a great, great scene, a lot of energy going on. Ty assembled everybody in front of the house and gave the rally speech, and then 2 excavators took the house down in about 20 minutes. It was quite a scene.
Yeah, I guess it's on the Bangor Daily News website. I haven't been able to see the video yet, but I guess it's really spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite amazing.
I imagine all the TV stations filmed it, or at least one did.
If you ever tried to redo a house, you know it takes most of a summer. I mean, even a room takes most of a summer. This whole thing came down in about 20 minutes. It was amazing.
Now, we understand from the lineup of Extreme Makeover Home Edition that the work that gets done in 1 hour is the equivalent of work that would get done normally in 1 day, and one day is normally the work of, what, a month?
That's correct. That's
Okay.
absolutely correct.
So this massive, rapid, remarkable build is underway. Do we have everything we need?
Fantastic question. We're a little short on one thing, and that's basically donations to help cover the cost of the materials. What we spoke about last night in depth here is I found out that we've got about another 10% to go. And the misconception on all this is that this is being funded by ABC or by a TV show, and it's absolutely not. This is all volunteer. This is all donation. These guys work. They're taking a week out of their life, even more because it took time to plan this. But they are down here on their own goodwill. They're not getting paid. They reached out to local and regional vendors to try to get materials. Did a fantastic job, and we've got some huge community sponsors. EBS has stepped up so big to give us, most of what we need here, and they're reaching out to their vendors. We've got a small gap, and we're looking to see if the community can come behind us to help these people fill the gap so these guys don't go home with holes in their own pockets. Machias Savings Bank has set up an account to collect money to help cover the cost of what we've got left for materials. It can be dropped off at any Machias Savings Bank. Just make it out to the Ray Smith Project, or they can mail it. And all that information is available online at extrememakeovermaine.com. And I'm really hoping the public comes out and supports these guys because they're working like dogs.
Oh, yeah, the whole country's looking at us here. We got to get this job done, so we got to make a donation. Machias Savings Bank is where we go, right? Any branch
Absolutely.
office?
Any branch of Machias Savings Bank. There's one in Bangor on Outer Hammond Street. We know it's there. You can just stop by and you can drop off a donation to the Ray Smith Project. We have that right?
And I need to. It's not donation to the family. This is a misconnection that we had, I think, yesterday. It's not a donation to the family. This is a donation to the guys. I was there at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock last night in the pouring rain all day. I look out, and there was 25 guys laying concrete in the pouring rain. They've been working there all night. They're just having so much fun, but they're the most tired they've been in a long time, and these guys are working really hard.
I got to get this done and get it up and let the national media, ABC.
This is us showing America.
Showing America what we're like.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cary, we're going to check in with you tomorrow for another update on the Extreme Makeover Home Edition in Millbridge. You hold it together.
We're going to post some photos. I just want to let you know, guys, that right now they're laying the foundation for the framing, and by the time I get down there, the first floor will be done. By the time we finish lunch, they're going to be trusses on the second floor. It's going to be pretty cool.
It goes that fast.
We'll look for you tomorrow morning, Cary. On which show will you be on?
I am going to be on the Maine in the Morning show because, when I wake up and I see the sunrise come up, there's no place I would rather be than Maine in the Morning.
Yeah, your chances of getting back on have just diminished.
Cary,
have fun, guys.
We'll talk to you later. Thank you. Cary Weston. Again, Machias Savings Bank. That's the bank that's accepting the donations to keep the project going. And any Machias Savings Bank. And details at extrememakeovermaine.com.
Step up.
Sports next on
Go Black Bears.
the George Hale Show.
More Maine in the Morning is coming up late nights, every night. Catch Coast to Coast AM on the Voice of Maine News Talk Network.
Hi, I'm Paul Deshane from Changing Paradigms, and there's no place I'd rather be than Maine in the Morning.
It's time for more Ric Tyler and George Hale on Maine in the Morning on 103.9 WVOM, the Voice of Maine.
It's 10 before 7 on Maine in the...
No place I'd rather be than where, Rick?
According to the document in my hand and I don't know how you guys got it notarized, according to the memo from management here at Clear Channel, the name of this program is now The George Hale Show.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a vote of confidence I had.
All right, coming up this morning on The George Hale Show here on the News Talk Network.
Hey, George.
Yeah.
What should I be telling callers that call in?
Tell them thank you for voting for me. I'll try to serve in my term as I've always served.
What are the callers?
Dedication and honor and integrity, and I not steal too much.
What are the callers to the George Hale Show saying, Adam Osborne?
I don't know if I should say with George in charge now. I think I should probably keep those kinds of callers.
What are they saying? Go ahead, lay it on me.
He was a little upset that it was being renamed to the George Hale Show.
A little upset.
Why?
Why?
Upset. Well, he's afraid that Rick's going to get leave.
Oh no, I'm going to keep him around. I got to have somebody to beat.
Have you got Scroggins on the phone yet? For those that don't know, Josh Scroggins is, what's his title here?
Market manager.
Market manager.
Yeah, he's the guy that signed the memo, and it was notarized. He was the successor to meddling
LJ.
LJ, yeah.
I did attempt to get Josh on the phone. He has pleaded the fifth.
He's pleaded the fifth.
He will be remaining
Very
silent.
good. He's in my party. We know how to do that.
Coming up on...
I did not have sex with that woman.
Coming up on the George Hale Show here this morning.
There really has not been a consistent, ongoing effort to engage all of Iraq's neighbors.
Maine Senator Susan Collins. You see, I stayed up until like 9:30, 10 o'clock last night, securing her to be on the show this morning, and now it's... I'm gladly, all right? You've been in the business twice as long as I have. You're twice as old as I am. I understand.
You've got to stop telling that lie.
Would you quit holding up the Bangor Daily News?
I'm not holding up the Bangor Daily News.
You just were.
I was reading the headlines.
Above the fold. Oh, yeah. You're not twice as old as me, but what does it say by your picture? Celebrate active aging.
Well, I'm active and I'm not aging.
I'm thinking you're like Dorian Gray. You know that? For those that understand the reference.
Yeah.
Senator Susan Collins is on the program today, calling us from inside the Beltway. She was at the hearings yesterday, and she asked General Petraeus a question that he had a tough time answering. You might hear it in the newscast. I'll tell you what, in a moment or two, we'll play for you on the George Hale Show. This
it really galls you, doesn't it?
If I'd known about it, if I could have been a part of the conversation.
Well, we didn't like crying and emotionalism, so we kept it a secret.
I'm not crying. Stop that.
All right, we have a busy hour coming up here.
It's passion.
Passion. I love it. I used to do some of that.
Send your comments about the George Hale Show to the old name, Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. It's the News Talk Network.
Get special offers, prizes, and more by joining our club at WVOMFM.com.
6:57 right now, and 55 degrees. George Hale Show.
Henry Joy, he's coming up on the show. You got the mail?
No, sir. This is the point in the program on the... This is the point on the
like
George
the
Hale program where you introduce David Maddux of the Weather Channel. Again, I'm just the assistant here that reminds the professor who's very busy.
We have new signs coming.
We have new hand signals now, too?
No, we're going to have flashcards. I don't like hand signals. I do not like your hand signals. Let's introduce Dave Maddux. Hi, Dave.
The cloud cover this morning giving way to more sunshine as we go through midday. We'll see the high temperature near 70.
Are we still calling it the WVOMFM.com question of the day?
Oh, we certainly are.
Okay, that's the same. You really knew about this, Adam? Like Josh Scroggins, you're pleading the fifth, right?
Essentially. Anyway, the WVOMFM.com question of the day.
Let's have something serious, okay? Let's actually get to an issue instead of this craziness. What do you got?
Let's see. Does Senator Collins rock or what? No, the WVOMFM.com question of the day. What do you think the name of the show should be?
Are you serious?
It has not been posted yet, but your choices will be The George Hale Show, George Hale and Friends, George, and I'm thinking maybe George Hale and Ric Tyler, but probably not. George?
You mean just George, like Oprah?
George.
Yeah, that would work. Wasn't there a magazine?
Caps.
Yeah, we had. Kennedy had George. That was the name of the magazine.
Yeah, it folded. Work. It folded. It went bankrupt.
Well, that puts me right where I ought to be. But hey, no. Well, we can work on it, Rick.
Coming up
after the show today, when I give you your assignments.
Here comes Fox News on the George Hale Show.
From the Hollywood Slots at Bangor Studios, this is 103.9 WVOM Holland Bangor. Online at WVOMFM.com. It's 7 o'clock.
Hello, this is Callie Abdelkader from Affiliated Healthcare Systems, and there's no place I'd rather be than Maine in the Morning.
Nope. Can't do that. Restart the show.
Here it is, folks. You're listening to the George Hale Program on the Voice of Maine News Talk Network.
featuring Ric Tyler.
Frankly,
you didn't want to hurt my feelings?
Yeah,
Is that it?
I think that's it.
You thought springing it on me this morning right out of the gate by telling me, but as soon as I tried to say Man in the Morning, cutting me off and saying, look, here's the memo. Where is it? Here it is, and it's been notarized that says the name of the program is now to be The George Hale Show.
Yeah, right. It was coinciding with other publicity, which I'm getting.
Yeah, front page of the paper, you'll see above the fold on the left.
And,
surprise!
There's an
George.
insert. And an insert.
And an insert. Yeah, you got a centerfold.
You've got mail.
5 pictures. 6 pictures in the paper today. 6 pictures. Can you imagine?
John writes to, the web address is the same. John writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. Apparently, we got to get that changed to the George Hale Show at clearchannel.com, Adam.
Yep, I made that submission the other day.
I just tuned in a short time ago. What's going on with the show? Is Rick leaving? If he is, I'll be praying for Don Imus to be filling your spot.
I'm sorry I did that.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly who we need. Well, I had an email, too. It came from Peggy Noggs. Peggy is just a lovely person.
So we're going to start using last names now, too? Is that a new policy?
Yeah. I don't like anonymity. We give our names. They give their names from now on. That's a new rule.
Well, you get to give your name. I apparently don't.
Not often. This just keeps getting better and better. You guys are killing me. But listen, April Fool's Day is 5.5 months away. No matter, I'll still listen, even if it is the George Hale Show. Have a great day. Gentlemen. Peggy. Hi, Peggy.
Why, did she write gentleman?
Well, yes. Say it ain't so?
Where's that one?
Oh, this one. Heidi.
Oh, Heidi writes.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so. Time for me to go. Heidi. Sent by her BlackBerry.
Yeah, well,
Heidi's in.
People with BlackBerries aren't allowed to listen anyway.
And Phil writes.
Oh, yeah. Phil. Great.
Phil Getchell's our friend. Well, I can see that the new management is following in the ways of Air America. It won't be long before they'll be replacing old George with something else that will lose listeners.
Oh, well, Phil.
You sure that Scroggins doesn't want to comment on his mandated name change of the program, the George Hale Show?
He sounded pretty serious about
Yeah,
the
he was
fifth.
pretty serious.
All right, let's get to topics. It's 11 after 7. According to our next guest, school administrative consolidation is, well, unconstitutional. Henry Joy is back on the program now for Maine in the Morning on the News Talk Network. The distinguished gentleman from Aroostook County. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Well, I'm okay, but your friend George...
He's having a bad day today. Hi, Henry. How are you?
Very good, George.
Listen, Henry, school consolidation, I voted in. It's done. It's a done deal. The August 31st deadline was met. The people are putting the school year together. How are you going to stop it?
Well, I think there is a movement afoot to have a citizens' initiative to repeal it. And actually, it could be tried in court and found to be unconstitutional anyway.
Well, let me just play devil's advocate for the moment, okay, Henry?
You're used to that, George.
That's all right, but I'm on your side, Henry. You know that. Henry, it would cause chaos at this point if it was declared illegal, would it not?
That could be, George, but it's not going to be anything compared to the chaos that will follow if this goes through.
Henry, without making my eyes glaze over, can you explain to me why school administrative consolidation is unconstitutional in the state of Maine? Why it is illegal?
Yes. First of all, the Constitution is very clear. When the budget was not passed before March 31st, and then in order to get it passed by July 1st, so it would be effective, they had to put an emergency preamble on it. The Constitution is very clear in how it defines an emergency bill. And it says very clearly that it shall include only such measures as are immediately necessary for the preservation of public peace, health, and safety, and shall not include an infringement on the right of home rule for municipalities. And, of course, this doesn't have anything to do with peace, safety, or health, and it has everything to do with taking away home rule.
Well, in truth, they did make it emergency or whatever because it was part of the budget. But I guess if you say part of the budget, that's not necessarily peace, health, or safety.
No, it isn't. And even being part of the budget, that's highly irregular because putting policy matters into the budget is a violation of the separation of powers. The governor has the authority to put in a bill, but the normal channels for doing this are to put in a separate title and run it through the proper committee. This one was taken over. The Education Committee worked on it, but then all of a sudden it was taken over by a small subcommittee of the Appropriations Committee. And this, I think, is one of the reasons, or the second reason perhaps, that it was put into the budget. So this game plan was already in place.
Okay. Has anybody, and this may not be practical, but has anybody asked the Attorney General's office for any kind of ruling on this?
I'm not certain yet, George. That's a little touchy subject there too, because I think you'll find that the Attorney General is planning to run for governor next time.
Well,
we've heard that.
The rumors about, frankly, Henry, I heard that you were running, but
well, if I were 10 years younger, I might.
You hear all the regular names and good people, Peter Mills and Henry Joy and Stephen Rowe and a whole bunch of others, but he has never announced, and he is the Attorney General, so I don't know.
Let's look at that just for a second. We know that people are lining up for his job.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's understandable that he would want to move on, and you got to admit, from seeing the photos in the paper and the number of news releases coming out of his office, you would think that, yeah, he's angling for the Blaine House.
Yeah, he's copying on the national level where the presidential campaign started so early. I think he's working himself in a position to start that too.
Well, that being said, there are a lot of people that are serving in the Senate that are running for president. So I've got to assume it's mandatory that the Attorney General would make an honest ruling on the subject.
Yes, I think he would too. I have a lot of respect for him.
So,
well, if he hasn't done so,
well, he hasn't been asked.
Well, that's exactly where I'm going. Henry, who's going to challenge this? Who's going to take it to court?
I think the town of East Machias is planning that. They've already got lawyers, and they have had a situation in which they challenged home rule before and won.
Mm-hmm. We had Bucket Davis of the Selectmen on and the school committee. Was he both school committee and Selectmen?
No, they're printing Bucket for Governor signs up right now.
Well, they could very well. He's a very determined man.
If it is going to be challenged in court, Henry, what is your prediction for a timeline?
Well, if it's challenged in court, they will have to be moving on pretty quickly. However, you got to remember that all of the school districts have the ability to opt out in January when the people vote on it. And I think you'll find that there'll be an awful lot of communities that will opt out. One of the options that I think you probably read Steve Bowen's op-ed piece where he suggested that schools go private.
Say that once again for me. I missed the name.
Steve Bowen.
Bowen, yes. Maine Heritage Policy Center.
Right.
He was on with us last week.
Right. And I tried to get a bill through the Legislative Council when this first came up to establish a procedure where towns could change and become a private school. But they tabled it, and I think probably they sat on it and let it die with the end of the session.
Well, this is going to be a little interesting development to follow, Henry. We're into the school year. There are deadlines that are being met all the time. Generally when you try to get something turned over like this, it's a real uphill battle. Would you agree?
Yes, it is, but I think you'll find there's an awful lot. I'm getting an awful lot of feedback from an article I had in my local papers up here, and there's a lot of opposition to doing it. Part of it is that you're going to deplete these small towns of their young people, because just as soon as you build a regional school, any parent that has children that's going to be in school for 5 to 10 years will be moving closer to that regional school, and all of the surrounding towns will wind up with just old people like you and me, George, and we only got two choices, the nursing home or the cemetery.
I chose the gym, but that's up to you.
Well, I don't think you're going to get the gym, but that's all right.
Okay. Listen, it's going to be an interesting follow-up to this, Henry. We always enjoy your perspective. Most of the heat is coming from the small towns and from down East Maine. But would you agree, as we close this out, would you agree that the governor was right, and so was the Education Department, there was an imbalance in the amount of money being spent in administration?
Well, George, if you do the numbers, the imbalance is not in the small schools, it's in the large schools. We ran the numbers on this, and most of the large schools cost them about $12,000 to educate their children, whereas the smaller schools, most of them were in the $6,000 rather.
Mm-hmm. Henry, let me ask a last question of you, and that's this.
Sure.
We're talking small schools, we're talking small communities. Do they have the political muscle, and do they have the money to fight this thing?
I think they do. For one thing, Maine has always been filled with people with a strong independent spirit. And when you get them united, nothing is going to stand in their way. And it's a little slow to get people wound up and get them united, but I think this is going to be an issue when they realize that they're going to lose their local schools. And when you throw into it, I want you to think about the eminent domain part of this law, which says that the regional school will take over all of the buildings and so forth. That's stealing.
All right.
Well, you are well-spoken as always, Henry. Henry is a teacher, a retired teacher, right, Henry?
I wore every hat in the education program.
Yeah.
And all of them fit, right?
They did at the time.
Henry, I'm still got your book. I'm waiting to read it.
Well, I hope you're halfway through it at least, George.
I got the cover open.
Okay.
Representative Henry Joy. Henry, thanks for taking our call and being on the program this morning.
Thank you very much. And it's going to be an interesting winter.
It sure is.
There isn't going to be a winner because
we all know that global warming is real and dangerous.
Oh, don't do that to him.
We're back in a moment. Hey, it's your show. You can tell me not to play that again, apparently. We're back in a moment on the George Hale Show. This is Maine in the Morning on the News Talk Network.
Coming up in minutes, these stories and more on 103.9 WVOM, the Voice of Maine.
Senator Susan Collins again questions General David Petraeus. Lawmakers questioning how Maine's prison industries program is being run. And who is this year's Maine Teacher of the Year?
It was wild and the Red Sox stormed back for a win. It looks like the Patriots are guilty. Kevin Everett may walk again.
The cloud cover this morning giving way to more sunshine as we go through midday. We'll see the high temperature near 70.
Still to come on Maine in the Morning this morning. It's going to be... Okay, you do it then.
Still to come on the George Hale Show this morning, we have Jen Brooks of Penquis Cap. We're going to talk about lead paint testing.
Mm-hmm. Penquis Cap does it for a fee, a modest one at that. She's bringing in the head of the lead paint testing program they have from Penquis because, with all the toy recalls and China's trying to slowly get at us through our kids.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that some American firms aren't guilty. If we want to build that stuff overseas, we ought to check it.
It's true.
Mattel, for instance. Deb Newman is coming up today. Deb's going to be talking about what's in a name. It's a perfect day for this.
Wow, look at that.
How to name your business.
Was Newman in on this?
May or may not have.
Deb was my consultant.
For those of you just tuning in, you'll notice that we're not calling it... Am I allowed to say what it was?
Yeah, sure.
We're not calling it Maine in the Morning, apparently, anymore. Management has decreed, after consulting with George, that the name of the program shall now be the George Hale Show. I guess because George's picture's on the front of the Bangor Daily today. And, honestly, if you listen back to the interview with Henry Joy just a moment ago, how many times did he say your name?
Oh, quite a few.
7.
Yeah. Okay.
How many times did he say my name?
Once.
No.
None?
Not even once.
Not even
I don't think Henry Joy, much like Cindy Blodgett until late, Henry Joy has no idea who I am.
Email sound.
You've got mail.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
There is an email that questioned whether Mr. Henry Joy is a former superintendent, that he was just on blasting school consolidation, and he is a former superintendent. I didn't know that. I know he's a science teacher.
I think he was a former superintendent. I think he told us that before.
And I think somebody is challenging him on that fact.
Tom writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. We haven't changed over the email address yet. Tom writes concerning a subject line, new name. Yeah, right. That's what he writes. Joseph writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com.
I'm not seeing these emails.
Joseph writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. There's no place I'd rather be than on George Hale in the Morning. Not quite the same ring, and yet a little disturbing to say the least.
That's disgusting.
Fred writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. If Rick leaves, I think he should be replaced by Rush. See George go head-to-head with him. That would be a laugh.
Yeah, I'd like to. I can outrun him any day.
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah.
Just in case Josh Groggins is listening this morning. I don't think he does. He doesn't listen to the show.
But yes, he does.
1-800,
oh, yes, he does.
1-800-966-1039 if you got a comment about management's plan now to change the name of the program to the George Hale Show. Do you want to check the your question of the day?
I would love to.
Adam Osborne is in command and control. This is we're still calling it the WVOM FM.
Oh, the station call letters are not changing. No, this is WVOM.
It's not become
everything that is now being tagged prefixed with George's.
Okay.
So it was George's hometown headlines. George's WVOMFM.com question of the day.
Okay.
All right. George's Adam Osborne. What's the question?
What do you think the name of the show should be? Your options are The George Hale Show, George Hale and Friends, George, or George Hale and Ric Tyler. Oh, look at that. I spelled your name wrong.
Did you really?
Oh. Well.
All right.
Oh, I didn't capitalize it either.
All right.
Anyway.
Who's ahead?
My God, you did! You put a K, it's Tyler, and it's lowercase.
14% say the show should be called George. 29% say the George Hale Show. And 57% say George Hale and Ric Tyler.
Lowercase.
Well, that's right. You do belong in the lowercase. Well, we shall see how it goes.
Here comes Jen Brooks at Penquis Cap to talk lead paint test, whatever.
Email your opinion to us. Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. We want to hear from you. 1039 WVOM. Maine in the Morning is Maine's place to talk on 1039 WVOM, the voice of Maine.
All right, Dave Maddux, it's your turn to hit the trail, my friend.
My turn to bloviate?
Yes, you may.
Well, okay. I'm going to make this short and oh so sweet. High pressure builds in. The wind is going to be our biggest issue today. Could be gusting later southwest at maybe 15, 25 miles per hour. So I, for one, being follically challenged and wearing a hairpiece, will put on a couple of extra drops of toupee glue. 69 degrees the forecast high for today. Now clear. I'm going to break out the polar tech tonight, dropping back into the mid-40s, and then sunny and 66 tomorrow. Friday, absolutely perfect, sunny and 70. For 103.9 WVOM, I'm meteorologist George Notoso on the Ric Tyler Show.
Oh, wait a minute.
That is very funny. Maybe in-house, but it's very funny. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thanks for playing.
And your new contract is in the mail, by the way. You'll get it in the morning.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right.
Currently 61 degrees at 7:36. It's the George Hale Show. Our friend Jen Brooks from Penquis Cap is with us in the studio. Jen, I don't know if you know, but they changed the name of the show to the George Hale Show.
Great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Jen.
I'm sorry.
Who's hosting your little fundraiser on Friday night at Jeff's Catering? I'm sorry. Who was hosting your little fundraiser at Jeff's Catering?
That's right. Harvest Housewarming, September 29th, Just Catering, raise money for fuel assistance.
Have a good time there, Jen.
Jen, I'm available that night.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, so
Great.
No problem. No problem. I have a lot of experience. I'll do it.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Sounds good.
Jen, guest you bring into the studio this morning, please introduce if you would.
This is Rob Seavey, and he's with our lead paint testing program at Penquis. And he's going to talk a little bit about what he does, but I just want to make sure people are aware that this morning from 9 to noon at the Penquis Cap Harlow Street office, we will be testing toys for lead paint, so people can bring in up to 3 toys, and we'll test them.
How much does it cost to get it right out of the way? Because we're going to start lining up right now for how many toys can I bring in?
You can bring 3, and it's completely free. It's a community service that we are doing just because of the recent recalls by Mattel.
Okay. Rob, what do you expect to see?
Well, I'm not really sure yet. I'm expecting to see at least, a couple dozen people show up, but I'm hoping we're going to have a line around the building, actually.
What about toys themselves? What do you expect? What should people maybe be most likely to bring in? I can think of one thing right now that I've got all through the house that I've read about. Thomas the Tank Engine toys.
Yes, that particular toy has had a recall. I would almost expect that most people have taken those toys back to where they bought them because of the recall, get their money back or switch it for something different. I'm hoping people can bring in some toys other toys that may not have been recalled, and we can check to see if those toys are safe or not.
If I got more than 3 toys, I don't know. I'm going to be cutting in line here and trying to smuggle some in. This is my kid's safety. There's nothing more important to me. Can I bring more than 3? If I bring more than 3, can I pay to have more? I'm opening a door here. I know, Jen. I'm looking.
Those are one of those hard questions we asked you not to ask. No, I think, we're trying to limit it to 3 because we are expecting a crowd and we only have so much time, and we want to make sure that everyone that wants to have toys tested can get through the line. We don't have, right now our program is really, we test paint in homes, and that's a bigger issue. I mean, if you're living in an older home, and Rob can talk to that, really you should be looking at having the paint tested on your walls and on your windowsills and all of that, because that is a bigger danger than the toys.
Really, Rob?
Yes, it is. Primarily what I do is actually test houses and house components for lead. And my concern is friction impact surfaces, like windows, doors, and things like that.
Friction impact, any place you're going to scuff up or have a high traffic area.
High traffic area, which could cause chipping to happen and basically turn into dust. And this dust lands on the floor where a child's playing.
For those that don't know, and I'm looking to you, George, because I don't know, Doctor, the danger of lead poisoning in a child. Rob, does that question go to you?
I guess so. It's actually a pediatrician question. I'm not sure what exactly is a safe level of lead for a child to be playing with. I would actually say 0 on behalf of Penquis Cap.
I can't imagine it's. I can't imagine anybody introducing lead deliberately, but I'm not qualified to answer the question, so I don't know.
Yeah. I was on the CPSC, Consumer Product Safety Commission website a couple of days ago, and they said that a child should ingest more than 15 micrograms of lead per day. And to give you what a microgram is in perspective, figure a packet of sweet and low sugar. That is 1 gram. And just take 1/1,000,000th of that. And 15 millionths of that would be the lethal dosage, basically.
Holy cow. This is Rob Seavey, and he is with Penquis Cap. And again, our friend Jen Brooks is here because they line up today starting at
9 o'clock, 9 to noon.
For testing. Adam, you said there's a caller on the line. Is there, what did the caller ask?
They want to know if there's a kit that an average consumer can buy to test paint on their own.
Yeah, I can't bring the windowsill down to Penquis Cap, so.
No, there are kits available at the hardware stores. They're little swabs, and you can rub that on the surface. Those kits are only about 25% accurate because most people just rub it on the outer surface of the paint, which is probably latex paint. The lead paint is probably much deeper with the first few coats of paint.
Rob, can you tell us a little bit about the equipment that you use when you go in the home?
Yes, the equipment I use is called X-ray fluorescence, and it's basically a tool that's been developed about 15 years ago. We've had access to it for about 10 years. And what it does is it actually X-rays the paint and kind of gives us an idea of what's in there. How much lead.
You got to forgive me for laughing, okay? In order to protect our kids from lead paint, we're shooting X-rays in the home.
Yeah, so this machine doesn't actually give off a whole large dosage of radiation, but we do ask people to stay 10 feet away from us while we are testing.
No kidding.
Yes.
You got people really beaten down. I'm sorry, George, you took a breath. I apologize.
Well, lead poisoning ingested is bad, but one thing about the lead is children's skin is so sensitive. So children who live in older housing, the skin, actually the external skin, the skin can get irritated, forgetting what goes inside of them.
As we're getting ready to do the toys testing today, Rob's saying to me, I've got people out of their homes right now that he's tested their homes. It's not acceptable. They've had to do reconstruction. So they're living in motels right now in order to make their homes safe. And that is pretty common in what Rob does every day. And so I think if people are living in a home that has, can you give us an idea of what the date was for, like if they're living in homes that were painted prior to 19...
Whatever. The year is 1978. The Consumer Product Safety Commission put the ban on lead in residential properties.
So if I'm living in a home built before 1978, I should be taking a hard look around the house?
Definitely. And mostly prior to 1950, most of the paint manufacturers knew that the ban was coming before 1978, and they started getting away from putting the lead in the paint. But definitely anything prior to 1978, because you never know when somebody had some lead paint kicking around, they decided to use it on a door or a window or something like that.
You got to wonder what's down in the basement.
Exactly.
You know, in the little shelf that the previous homeowner had, and sitting right there. And if you want, well, I got to repaint the windowsill. Well, how can we match it? Oh, well, look, there's this can of paint. Just stir it up and put it there.
Exactly.
Jen, once again, remind us, Penquis Cap on Harlow Street.
262 Harlow Street from 9 a.m. till noon today. 3-toy limit. Come on over, and we will test up to 3 toys.
Okay.
Jen Brooks, it's always a joy to have you on board.
You.
And the work you do is very, very important. And thank you for bringing your guests.
Thank you very
Rob
much.
Seavey, really appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you.
Back in a moment with sports and things that tee you off on the. Is it still called, or is it George's things that tee you off? Well, that would just really sum it up now, wouldn't it?
Jen, thank you for your vote of
Thank
confidence.
Have a good time at your little fundraiser on Friday night there,
Rick,
pal.
We'll miss you. We'll miss you.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm there.
It's the George Hale Show. Jeez. On the News Talk Network.
More Maine in the Morning is coming up. Join us for the Car Doctor, Sunday morning 10 to noon on 103.9 WVOM, the Voice of Maine. Here's George Hale with your sports update.
Okay, good morning, everybody. The Red Sox. I don't know how you describe last night's game. The Red Sox stormed back for a while. The much-needed 16-10 win over the Devil Rays at Fenway Park. Now, the Sox were down 8-1. Can you... I tell you, I was about to turn the TV off. No, I was about to slam the TV off. And they scored 4 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 6 in the 6th. Jacoby Ellsbury, isn't he incredible? Celebrated his 24th birthday slugging a home run. Also going deep last night, J.D. Drew, David Ortiz, and Dustin Pedroia. With the Yankees winning, the Red Sox kept a 5-game lead over the Yanks. There, of course, a big meeting coming this weekend. John Lester goes to the Sox tonight. That's a big win. All right, let's get it done. The NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said the Patriots did violate the rules. Goodell said a Patriots employee is guilty of taping the Jets' defensive signals during the Sunday game at Meadowlands. Goodell is now considering severe sanctions.
Something wrong with this.
Yeah, it may cost the Patriots multiple draft picks. The Patriots will get to present their case to the commissioner Friday. Here's a wonderful story if it works out. Buffalo Bills backup tight end Kevin Everett may actually walk again. On Sunday, he suffered a severe spinal cord injury. Doctors said catastrophic, life-threatening, would never walk. Yesterday, Everett began moving his arms and legs. Doctors had said he would never do that. They're calling it a minor miracle of sorts. So we're getting help from that great facility they have in Miami, by the way, for spinal cord injuries. Now, quarterback Jamarcus Russell arrived in the Bay Area. He is signed with the Oakland Raiders. That ends the longest holdout in more than 2 decades by a top pick. And Charlie Fry, benched before the Browns opener, traded to Seattle. Stunning move. Brady Quinn now moves up on the depth chart. That's it in sports.
At 7:47 on the George Hale Show on the News Talk Network.
It's time to come out swinging. For things that tee you off.
Should be interesting.
On Maine in the Morning.
It's brought to you by Palmyra Golf, 3 miles off exit 157 in Newport. And we open our phone lines now, toll free at 1-800-966-1039. Are the rules still that you have to keep it brief and keep it clean?
Well, you always have to keep it clean, that's for sure.
All right. First caller, hi, it's the George Hale Show on the News Talk Network. What tees you off?
This is the Tom and Charlie Show.
What show?
I'm signaling the translator. Nope.
No.
Even the translators aren't sure on that one.
Yeah.
1-800-966-1039. Hello, caller. You're next. See, I'm so used to saying this. Caller, this is the George Hale Show on the News Talk Network. What tees you off?
What tees me off is a word more about the Red Sox and the boys fighting over in the Middle East.
1-800-966-1039. Next caller, hi. This is the George Hale Show on the... Still having trouble saying it.
You'll get used to it. I'll help. Classes begin at 9.
Willie writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. A radio show takeover to get Tom Allen elected. Sam writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. Well, considering George's liberal point of views, I believe that once he starts to lose a listener or two each day, he'll want to withdraw early and turn the show over.
Who gets elected in this state?
1-800-966-1039. Next caller. Hi, it's the George Hale Show on Maine. It's the George.
Go ahead, caller. You're on.
What tees you off?
Give Tyler the boot and you've got a show.
Thank you. That's one for you.
Yeah.
Give Tyler the boot and you got a show.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Thanks.
I'm not giving Tyler the boot.
Wow. Thanks. 1-800-966-1039. Next caller. Hi, it's the George Hale Show. What tees you off?
Well, I guess that term, the George Hale Show, I hope you guys see the ratings because I'm turning the radio off right now.
Okay, there's one for you, one for me.
1-800-96.
I find it great how it doesn't matter the content of this show. It matters the name. You know, the name change, people are not going to listen. Was that the only reason people were listening before? Was because it was called Maine in the Morning?
No. Well, I can give you, when we have time, I'll give you an explanation for that. Yes.
Okay.
1-800-966-1039. It's the George Hale Show. Next caller. Hi. What tees you off?
The new game format, which is how we're now going to manage our country's business like the Iraq War. I can't stand the new format.
I assume he was...
Game format.
Game in Washington, I assume.
Caller, hello. It's the George Hale Show.
When you keep it short and brief, sometimes you don't get the explanation.
Yeah, true. Caller, hi. It's the George Hale Show. What tees you off?
I think it's a Clear Channel station, so what channel is Bob and Tom on? 101.7?
Caller, hi. It's the George Hale Show. What tees you off?
I was wondering about the dog toys. Are they made in foreign countries and contain lead?
Dog toys, pet toys. Are they made in a...
Well, they're made in a foreign country. You can bet your life on that. But usually my dog only has soft toys, so I don't know.
I think the solution to that is go to your local pet store and find the locally made, handcrafted.
Yeah, that would be better,
toys.
Certainly.
That would probably do a whole lot better. I don't know if Fido and Fifi will go for it, but that's one solution. Let's take a final caller at 1-800-966-1039. Caller, hi. It's the George Hale Show. What tees you off?
It's the George Hale and Ric Tyler and Adam Show.
I like it.
Well, that's not too bad. Adam has added. Would you like that, Adam?
Maybe me first, my name?
Adam,
Maybe?
George. No, you're too young. You can't do that.
Alphabetically.
Alphabetically, we're not.
Yeah. We could go alphabetical. It makes sense.
Does Tyler still come in last?
Does Tyler come at all?
That is a question.
And that's things that tee you off on the George Hale Adam Osborne Show.
I want you to say that with enthusiasm. Do it the way you can do it, like you introduced the God Squad. Rick, just go ahead, swallow your pride, and do it.
And that's things that tee you off on the George Hale Adam Osborne Show.
You are learning, my friend. You are going to be a success someday.
Scroggins, we got to talk on the News Talk Network.
More Maine in the Morning is coming up. You're just minutes away from the latest national news from Fox News on 103.9 WVOM, the Voice of Maine.
Hi, I'm Bud Vassy from Hudson College, and there's no place I'd rather be than Maine in the Morning.
It's time for more Ric Tyler and George Hale on Maine in the Morning on 103.9 WVOM, the Voice of Maine.
You've got mail.
Anonymous writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. Now that George has been promoted to Supreme Being, doesn't he have to buy breakfast and lunch for everyone and then take the crew out for happy hour later in the evening?
I'd do that.
Joyce writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. My husband and I wake up every morning to the Maine in the Morning show. We usually listen for an hour or so before starting our day. This morning I heard that the show's been changed to the George Hale Show. You must be joking. I hope it's a joke, or we'll have to find another morning news show.
Is this April Fool's Day? Is this April Fool's Day?
Did you think not? John writes to Maine in the Morning at clearchannel.com. Ah, geesh. Thank you, management, for another wonderful decision. Scroggins must be a moonbat. Hang on. Herbert writes, a joke, right? First, Howie is going to the Rumpshaw and stop bailing Pandora. Oh, wait. E.T. writes to Maine in the Morning at theclearchannel.com. George Hale Show. He's for it.
He's for it? What did he say?
That's all he said. He just wrote in George Hale Show.
Oh, good.
He's voting for George Hale Show.
Rick,
whatever you're going to say, you got 5 seconds.
Be calm. It'll work.
It's a George Hale Show. Maine in the Morning is Maine's place to talk on 103.9 WVOM, the Voice of Maine.